Hello everyone, I'm very happy to announce the latest version 2.4 has further improvements. So right from 10th of January when the module was taken live until 19th of Feb, we have done some more advancement and changes. And all these are based on valuable feedbacks received from several hundred users. So the next version of 2.5, which will be launched in late March 2016, will have the advanced finance module and advanced alerts, all of that based on some of the amazing feedbacks from the users. So let's sort of very quickly, let me take you through the version 2.4, the up-to-date version, and show you how it really can further help you in managing your offices. So very quickly, I'm just logging into the super admin, and here I am in the dashboard. Most awaited feature was managing the users, which means switching user from super admin to a branch office or to a counselor. Now I think it's a common problem that a lot of agencies that we are serving right now have one person who is the administrator, the owner of the business, is also the branch manager of that particular branch that he sits in. But also he loves to counsel, so sometimes he's also playing a role of a counselor, so he or she is also involved in some counseling activities wherein they are looking after some particular applicants. So you know, it was quite unuser friendly to ask the user to log out and log in again and again at different user level to access the features. So what we have done is we have given this feature up here to the super admin, to the branch manager, and to processing office to be able to switch user, the one below them. So for example, super admin can technically sort of switch into any user. The branch manager has counselors under them, or a processing office. Similarly, processing office can also sort of switch into a counselor. So this is quite user friendly, and it makes your life very easy. Let me just show you how you do it. So I've actually done it already. That's why I can see this button of switch user. Otherwise, I'm sure nobody can see this button on your dashboard. So until and unless you go into manage user and assign yourself as one of the users. So what you need to do is click on manage user. Now, if you are one of the branch offices, then select which of the branch offices are you. You can only be one branch office. Similarly, if you have multiple processing office and you are the one who are handling the processing office, and assign yourself that processing office. And if you are added as a counselor yourself, so I am Dishant and I am as a counselor as well added on the system, so I select myself as a counselor. So once you've done that, you just need to click on save. The system will update it, and now you can switch users. So I can switch from super admin to a counselor. It's very simple. Yeah, I can switch user, and it takes me to a switch user type. So hello, you logged in as Dishant as a counselor. I can switch it back to super admin if I logged in from super admin, and I can switch back to probably branch office, and you can see I'm logged in as a Mumbai branch office. So very simple now. I think it's going to make a life of a user who is using multiple level very easy. Okay, so this is how manage user work, which is one of the top features. One of the other important features in switching user is how to allow your processing office to switch user. So you are, as a super admin, can authorize that. So you have the first processing office, you call it Unity Pro. Which counselor can be accessed by Unity Pro can be selected by you. So for example, Unity Pro is Alex, and Alex handles the Unity processing office. So he wants to also access his counselor's account from the same login. Then you can allow that to Alex. And whenever Alex would log in as a processing office, we'll be able to switch back to the counselor rights or switch back to processing rights from the same user ID. So now we have come up with APIs which will allow agents' websites to integrate the agent CRM into them. So very simple. Your logins to apply online or a contact us inquiry, all can be embedded into your websites or into your Facebook. So if you want to receive the inquiries directly from Facebook into your CRM as leads, then you can integrate them using our APIs. Also, you can allow your students to apply online from your website or to log in and access their application status from your website. So very, very simple APIs. You don't need to sort of keep changing. When we change our features, they'll automatically get updated and quite useful. We're talking about managing sub-agents. We call it Manage Associates. It's again one of the most important features that everybody was waiting for. So pretty simple. You can add an associate, put the name of the company, address, city, state, email, country, phone number, website, terms of association if you have anything specific, you work for a specific university, any contract that you would have put in place, point of contact in the associate's company, designation, phone number, mobile, Skype ID, basic contact information, and you can now add application based on associates. If I want to view the associates, very simple. Once I have added them, I can look at the status again, or turn on turn off button will allow you to sort of turn it off from everywhere if you want to, or you can edit or view the details. So these are some important information. Now, your associates will not receive an update or anything from the account till the time they have verified their email ID. So it's very important that you can send them verification link again if they have not verified it yet. So you'll be able to see if it's not verified. This one is verified, so it does not leave a message. But it's important to sort of keep correct email IDs on the system to avoid sending anything into junk emails. Okay, so you know how it makes an impact once you have an associate. You can once you are adding an application, which I will show you later on, you'll be able to select an associate, and from application reports you can even manage your application and sort them associate wise. So now you have an additional filter in view application, select associate. So current associate added is called make your future, but if you have multiple ones, you'll be able to monitor application, filter them associates wise as well. So based on the sub-agents who are providing the application. Similarly, while adding an application, you select that. One of the important things you've added, now your associates can directly send application by using the API. Once you have the ability of adding application online from your website, the associate will be able to give you just the student ID number that they have added, and you will be able to assign them to the associate. Very, very simple. I'll show you when I log in. One point for associate that I must tell you, that while you're adding associate as a super admin, they will be visible to all branches as associates. So they will appear in the drop-down menu of all branches. But a branch manager, let's quickly look into that. So the branch manager, if I'm a branch manager, go to branch login. I love this feature, don't have to log in, log out again. If I now go to manage associate, I can also add associate as a branch manager, but that associate or sub-agent will only be visible to counselors of my branch office. So I can have completely different associates on the system. So this is a common one, but I can add something. So I can't deactivate this one because this is added by the super admin, but I can add my own associates as well. Very, very important features on the application front. So let me quickly tell you what these features are. So now while forwarding an application, well, your counselor or anybody is forwarding an application, you can now add multiple receivers. Fairly simple. You can now add CC email ID. Another CC. Also, we've given you the formatting feature now, so a lot of people requested for it, that you want to do auto formatting and do like bullet points and things like that, or in personalized message. Then the system allows you to format as a complete formatter in the personalized message being added to the system. The third one, that value forwarding an application, there are multiple documents. This one only has English language, so the system will automatically pick up the PDF names as a title or the name of the document. So if you have added a document with like xyzabc.pdf, but it's an ILTS, then the system will automatically change that to ILTS.pdf. So then you send out emails will look very professional. So one of the important thing change in the reports is made more graphical. So I can go country wise. If I select the country, I can go institution wise. And that leads me to up-to-date applications. For Victoria University, there's only one application from Mumbai. There's one new from Lagos and 3 in total. So I want to really see these 3 applications. I click on the number 3. It tells me exactly which ones. I want to look at now every number in the detailed report as well as clickable. I want to look at all the 4 new applications from New Zealand. I can just click on the 4 and then sort of filters out these 4 applications. I can look at the details as I want to. Similar stuff has been done with the counselor reports, made more graphical. I can do it country wise, institution wise, and branch wise as well. So if I'm looking at counselors in particular branch, I'm looking at all the counselors in Mumbai who've been doing Otago University for New Zealand. And that will give me all 3 counselors from Lagos branch. So Mike has only done 1, Alex has done 1 new, and 1 processed application. Okay, I can go to that, look at Alex's report. So now another thing which is different from the previous version, that on the dashboard, every number you see is clickable. So if I want to see these applications handled by Alex, I can see these 9 applications handled by Alex. So these are the applications handled by him. So fairly simple. I'm able to reach out to numbers by just simply clicking on them. While adding a country now, some new fields have been added. So while you're adding a country, you can add monthly living cost, visa requirements, part-time details, course country benefits. Now, what will happen is that this information would actually get transferred from the country to every institution in that country. So the monthly living cost would reflect in that institution. Although if you want to edit it for any particular institution, you are able to do that. Similarly, the visa requirements would remain standard for every country. And if you still would like to change for any particular institution, you are able to change that. And so would apply for part-time details and country benefits as well. Although when you add these details into institution, while you add an institution now, you have extra fields which have been given on the system. Will ask for institutional benefits and part-time work details for that particular institution. If there are anything specifically an institution does about it, you can mention it here. And these information will pass on to every program in this institution. So this can remain standard, but if you want to change and edit every course, you can edit that. This is to avoid multiple data entry. So if you want to add the same details for every program, then why not just add it once and then you're able to sort of export it to every program under the institution. And similarly, adding some detail in the country, they'll export that to every institution in that particular country. So it avoids. So while you're really sort of adding the data, it helps you in just doing your job quickly. Just a few more details which have been added to while you're adding an institution would include a copy of contract and select an institution type if you're directly representing it or indirectly representing it. So if you are sort of not really working with this institution directly and you have an agent who's helping you in doing that, then just select it and please make sure you mention that in your contract terms that who you're dealing with. And also when you're writing international contact person, then you mention that details of the agency who is helping you in dealing with this institution. So again, one of the things everybody asks for is for further enhancement of student quotation. So the new student quotation will include monthly living cost, visa requirements, part-time work details, country benefits, institutional benefits, and course benefits. Another top feature which was requested several times by various users was your ability to search students or leads on a system which probably would have been added by other counselors or other branch officers to avoid duplication. So what we have done is a simple thing. So whenever a student sort of calls you or contacts you or visits your office, one thing you can do before adding a lead or adding an application is searching that student. So either search them by first or last name, or enter an email ID or date of birth, a passport number, or any keyword you may have. So let me try. This is a last name, so I can add just last name and search. So when I search it, I actually can see that there are, I've just used the family name, and I've got Naveen Gupta, Jagdish Gupta are 3 applications, statuses, country, counselor who's dealing with them, branch office, email, the date of birth, and I can actually view them in detail as well. Similarly, goes for a lead. It searches both lead and the application, the Komal Gupta and Deepa Gupta from country. They've not been assigned to any counselor, that's why there's no counselor here, but that's a branch they belong to, and that's their email ID. So I can actually look at what's in the system. I don't necessarily have to have an access to their account and being able to process the application, but at least I know that they already exist in the company and somebody's dealing with them. Then I can direct them accordingly, or my branch manager can take appropriate action to allocate them to a different counselor just in case. So Search Student is quite a handy tool which can be accessed from the menu under Counselor Tools, or it can be accessed from the dashboard under Search Student button right here. The other big thing we have done as a branch manager that you're able to now edit applications. So at times somebody is not in your office, and this is again a request we received from various users that we want to allow our branch managers to edit applications. They're not allowed to do that, but in case somebody's missing, allow them to sort of do this on behalf of the counselors. So yes, now you have an edit detail button next to every application when you're a branch manager. So I'm as a branch office right now, and I have this button of editing details. So these are some very important changes being done to the system. Thanks once again for all the valuable feedbacks you have been giving to us and allowing us to modify the system and make it much more usable. And we're looking forward for the version 2.5, which will go live in March, and would include some interesting alert features, right from birthday reminders to a new finance module to be able to give you better tools to manage your business. So good luck, and keep us informed by just simply going on help desk and adding a ticket if you want to sort of give more feedbacks, or if you have any problems. We're all here to sort of help you as soon as we can. Thank you very much for listening.